Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So this looks all too familiar. The SEC calls 9 cryptos securities in insider trading case with secret clues. 9 unlicensed securities, AMP, RLY, DDX, XYO, RGT, LCX, POWR, DFX, and CROM. Now, to me, this is a joke, okay? I know this is another charade that they're trying to pull. I invest in LCX. I just did a video on it. And I honestly think LCX is a great investment. But the thing is, I think something else is going on. And, this is just speculation. Now, number one, I feel Gary Gensler is holding back U.S. innovation with all of this nonsense. And I think that, he thinks, okay, so it passed the regulations overseas, but it didn't pass Gary Gensler's regulations. The other option is this. LCX is part of ISO 20022. It's part of the new financial system. So in order to be part of that, does it have to meet or pass U.S. regulations? In other words, get regulatory clarity through the SEC. Is that why this is happening? I don't know. I'm just speculating on it. But it makes sense that maybe something like that. Why would it be LCX? Honestly, when they said they were going to go after exchanges, I thought, oh no, there goes Coinbase. But instead it was LCX, the only regulated crypto exchange out there. So we'll have to continue looking at that, but let's get on with today's XRP video. So real estate bubble collapses leads to bank run and unpaid mortgages, bad debt. To solve this, China's central banks and national banks will need to inject liquidity to real estate companies. Otherwise, we might see further collapse in the housing market. Let me tell you, it is starting. I told you, they are going to cause a huge liquidity crisis. Real estate markets are going to crash. Used car markets starting to crash. As you start to see things fall apart, they are going to have bank lockouts at some point. What we're looking at right here is probably going to come to a city near you. And I mean, I could see it coming. I know that's what they're going to do. And then they're going to usher in the new financial system. They'll fire that up and use XRP to save the day in the liquidity crisis. Breaking. Coinbase quietly halts BSV withdrawals amid rumors of internal liquidity crisis. Whether the Celsius 3AC or Voyager bank run problems will spill over to Coinbase remains to be seen. Again, we see liquidity problems even in crypto. And then we see this, USD, liquidity crisis looming, coming from China's real estate market. And I'm telling you right now, this is coming. I said, in previous videos, they are going to cause a huge crisis before they unveil the new system. They're, great reset. So the SEC case is just a public show. The global liquidity crisis will begin in London. Do the research on what is being staged. None of this is by chance. ISO 20022 goes live for testing in August. Full rollout in November 2022 to November 2025. It's already begun. And I've been saying this for a while. I said, you cannot just spring this on people. People don't want to accept CBDCs. They don't want to accept digital money. So how do you get them to comply with it? You cause huge crisis. And then you bring it in to save the day. And it makes sense that way. That's the only way I can see this playing out. So if history tells us anything, 708 was not just about the housing crisis. The real crisis was liquidity and the lack of it, the freezing up of credit markets, hence the Fed stepping in with everything from TARP QE. 10 years later, here we are again. Nothing was fixed. They knew this was coming. They fixed it back in 08 a little bit. They put a Band-Aid on it. But here we are now. And guess what? It's going to be a lot worse this time. They need to sell you the idea of a new world order and a new financial system. And the only way they can do that is through crisis, in my opinion. On-demand liquidity is needed now. XRP. 4 Chinese banks have no liquidity available since the last 2 months. Think about that. Think about if that happens in Europe, if it happens in the United States. Think of how big that will become. So they're going to need something to fix it. Our nation isn't going to do anything. They ceded this country over to global finance over 50 years ago. What we factually do is provide global liquidity through private banking system debt instruments. The U.S. excels in doing that. U.S. debt at work. Keep that in mind. This was all getting built years ago. This was meant to happen. Why do you think in 1998 we see about digital money? Because this was already a thought. The groundwork, the blueprint was probably laid out, but it took time for the technology to come about for it to happen. The U.S. Federal Reserve and other major center banks around the world are preparing to tighten monetary policy. Banks' liquidity may be reduced and financing conditions could worsen. Think about this, okay? Say you just got a mortgage within the last year, and all of a sudden the Fed comes out and says the banks can no longer lock in rates. Your rate can just increase without warning. You think that can happen? That can happen. A lot of things that people think will never happen, guess what? They're going to start playing out very soon, in my opinion. Technology that sorted liquidity issues worldwide, XRP. And we know XRP is going to be used to solve this big problem that's coming. Ripple produces, address, and solves key financial market issues for a modern crypto native future. RippleNet plus on-demand liquidity, instant cross-border settlement. Ripple Liquidity Hub enables businesses the ability to source digital assets at optimal price. XRP will fix this entire problem. We know that as XRP holders. I feel sorry for the people that don't know what is coming. The people that are sitting back holding, paper money, stacks of it, some people, I'm sure, and they don't even know what's brewing, what's about to happen. But the thing is, this was not a Ripple issue or an XRP issue. Like I said, it was built a long time ago. Don't go over to Twitter and get caught up in the FUD where people are saying, oh, XRP is the devil's money and all that. Listen to me. You know what you invested in. You want to become rich? Hold your XRP. Do not sell it. Do not buy into the FUD on Twitter. Do not buy into all of the things that people are saying where, Ripple's going to enslave the world through XRP. It's laughable. Hold your XRP and get rich. That's the best advice I can give you at this point, because I know the time is coming and it's very, very close. Brad Garlinghouse holding it down at the World Economic Forum. I can taste my multi-billions already. Think about it like that, okay? We know where XRP is going. Don't get caught up in the crypto Twitter FUD. Really, don't. Be patient. Then we see this. One more government going down because of freedoms removed. We still have many more left. Fills my heart to see so many worldwide stand up against tyranny and the leftist agenda, New World Order. And that's in France. I mean, let me tell you something. They are going to cause crisis after crisis. You know what you hold. You hold the key to your future. Just hold it a little while longer, and it will make you rich. Good things come always to those who believe. Better things always come to those who are patient. And best things always come to those who do not give up. Just keep hodling that XRP. And listen, I talk a lot about liquidity issues and all because I can see it coming. We see it in different countries already. We see all of this whole new green idea coming. You know, they're causing gas prices to skyrocket. They're causing food shortages. They're causing all of this. This is all man-made, in my opinion. I also believe that COVID was released for a reason. It all got us to this point. Just hold on a little bit longer to that XRP. You will become very rich very soon. And don't worry about what else is going on. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.